Hi there. Are you in sales and struggling and failing to hit your number? Well, that's something I think that plagues most of us in sales, because we're not really getting to where we want to be. So many years ago, I read an article by the Chally Group, and in that they said they'd interviewed 27,000 sales teams, and 80% of the sales teams were only hitting 42% of their target. This might be true for you. So what's going on here? Well, if you look at that statistic, for me it is apparent that commission doesn't work, because if commission really worked, we'd all be hitting 100% of our target. So there's something else going on. And yes, there are people that hit 100% of their targets. They're normally what we call in the DISC profile a driver personality, and they're kind of target driven, quite emotionless, and they are good at just chasing down something. But let's talk about chasing down something. For most of us, that doesn't work. And there's a reason for that. Most salespeople have what we call predatory attention. In other words, we are predators. We have forward-facing eyes, so we like to hunt things. But when you chase something, you often chase it away. A tiger, for example, is a very unsuccessful hunter. For every 20 hunts, it gets one kill, because obviously the buck are quite nimble in the forest. And that's probably true for salespeople. For every 10 people you see, if you kind of average, you'll maybe close 2 or 3, which means that you're chasing away 70% of the people that you are trying to sell to. So why is this? Because people don't like to be hunted. They don't like to be sold to. They like to buy. They don't like to be sold to. So, we even do the word violence. Our sales managers put us into a hunter and a farmer. So I think we should take out hunting out of the corporate lexicon, because it doesn't really serve us in terms of sales. What's a better way to engage in sales? Well, a better way, I think, is to have what we call receptive attention. In other words, we let things come to us. So very much like a buck, it will always turn its head and it'll listen, and things will come to it. If we had to use the cat example, possibly a leopard, which is an ambush predator, lets things come to it, and pretty much it gets 100% kill rate. So that's a better way, I think, of doing that. So how do you do that? I'm not saying don't do your process. You've still got to do your prospecting. You've still got to do your appointments. Still got to put out proposals. But then let go of the outcome and watch things come to you. So how does that work? Well, the universe doesn't speak English. It speaks frequency. So the more your frequency vibrates with that of your prospect, or with the people that you're trying to sell to, the more you're going to sell. And this is just the way frequency works. The better your frequency, the better kind of prospect and client you will attract to yourself. So those you are attracting to yourself will probably be more receptive to buying than the ones that you're trying to chase. So if you've ever done any of Hawkins's work, the Map of Consciousness, he wrote a book called Power versus Force, and that's really what he talks about. He says the more you try and force something, the worse it is. It doesn't work. Those that live in the world of force, in other words, in a predatory world, tend not to be as successful as that of those who live in the world of power. And the world of power is when you're sure of yourself, when you're sure of your product, when you're in it for the other. As the Sufis say, when you disappear so the other can appear, then you attract more to you. Well, that's been my experience anyway. So I do the work. I play on LinkedIn. I do the prospecting. I do the meetings. I do the proposals. And then I let go. But because I've been doing the frequency work, I attract a better prospect to me. And therefore my appointment to close ratio is a lot better. So just think about it. If you're a hunter and you have predatory attention, maybe think about doing it something different, because nobody likes to be hunted, I promise you. I hope this little 5-minute clip has been helpful to you.